Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's a nice day here. Today's Thanksgiving Day. Not sure if I'm going to be able to upload this today. I might not be able to post it till tomorrow, but I thought I better get outside and get to my garden because it's a nice sunny day and I don't know how long we're going to have this nice of weather. Everything's pretty much dying on the garden anyway. It needs to be cleaned off and I need to get my vegetables before the frost takes them anyway. And I just thought I'd show you a couple of things around what I've been dealing with lately. Because I see a lot of you in the lives and you keep asking about my well situation. So I thought I'd show you what I've been doing for the past couple of weeks. So there you can see, those are only 3 of the jugs that I have. I have another 5-gallon pail and I have another one of those green jugs and another blue one. So I guess I have 6 containers in total. I have to fill those up and take them inside, and usually that only lasts a day, and that's only wash water. And for the toilet, I will go to my neighbors because they allow me to get some of their well water, and I use that for drinking. So I do not drink this water that I get from the town in bulk. And this is the tank that I bought to haul the bulk water in. And I had just mentioned that I will not drink this water. When you pour this water out, it smells like pure bleach. The first time I poured it for my horses, they took a sniff at it and they turned and walked away. And the only reason that they are drinking it now is they have no option to drink anything else. So, but if I had placed well water next to this water in their trough, they would not touch this water because it does smell that bad. And this is right outside of my garage. This is how I'm washing clothes over the past 2 weeks. I had an old washer in the garage. I took it out, I cleaned it up, dusted it off. For some reason, probably because I haven't used it for 15 years, the spin cycle doesn't work, but I can throw the water in on cold wash and then I let it drain. I turn the timer to rinse, I load it up again, and it does rinse the clothes, but it does not take the water out of it because the spin cycle, like I said, is not working. I just rinse it out by hand, and then I can take it to my dryer inside the house. And this is my well. There's nothing to see right now. Where that pail is, that is the casing to my well. You can see underneath. I'm not going to lift the pail off. There's nothing to see. There's nothing going down there now. But before, you could see the rope that came up, and every time we pulled on that, it would not budge. My dad did come here a couple days ago and shot some air out of a huge air compressor down the line, and he was able to get the pump out. And so now he went and he's ordering a new one, and when he comes back, we're going to get everything hooked up. And you can see the mess at the bottom of the well. This is something that's been created by all the rodents that were in there. We had styrofoam insulation keeping the well from freezing in the winter, and they had just chewed it up to bits. And yes, it has been moved around because of all the water we've been flushing through here, but still, got to come up with a better plan to keep these rodents out. At the bottom of this 8-foot well, we actually had their tunnels. So they probably had a nice roomy house in the winter. So this is the view of my garden from my gate. You can see everything is just dead. I do have some pumpkins that grew. They're not very huge, but they are good enough for what I need, which is basically decoration till the end of the month. And the corn I'm going to pull out and I'm going to give straight to the horses. And I know I have some tomatoes to harvest. Not sure if I'll get to the potatoes. I don't have to worry about frost with them, but we'll see how far I can get. So out of all the corn that I planted, this is what I was able to harvest. At least somebody's getting to enjoy the corn. This is the only watermelon that grew for me this year. It's cute, but I'm gonna have to figure out something else. I love having my own watermelon. I thought it'd be easier to try and grow some because they get so expensive to buy, but I'll have to try something different, a different area of the garden. Or maybe it was the drought this year. We'll have to see next year. So I had to stop picking tomatoes. I only got through 3 plants, and this is what I have. And yes, I had to pick them green because the frost is coming within a week, and at least I can take these in the house. They'll ripen, and I can choose to preserve them at that time or just eat them like that. It is getting later. The sun is going down. This is what I pulled off the garden. The only thing that's left are the potatoes. The potatoes are okay. I can get to them in a day or two. But I am going to have to get more pails or more containers. I had planted at least a dozen plants. I know a couple have died in the beginning of the season, but I have at least 10 plants to pick tomatoes off of. And if that's what 3 plants gives me, I'm going to need a lot of containers. So I guess that's it. This is what was left of my garden. And although I did not clean off my garden completely, it doesn't matter if the frost comes. I can chip away at this slowly. It did go to weeds. The turnips that I planted grew nothing but leaves. I pulled those out and was kind of disappointed in that. Somewhere among all this greenery, I had peppers, and the pepper grew to about the size of a dime. I'm gonna have to pick a brighter spot on the garden next year, but like I said in previous videos, this is the first year that I have grown a garden in this design. This is a fresh soil put down, a new layout. I only expect things to be better for next year. So that's it. That's the garden tour for this year, and that's the last one, because the next thing that's going to happen is it'll be covered in snow. I'm actually quite happy with what I was able to harvest off of it, even though it wasn't much. It's a learning experience, and I'll know where to plant things in what areas next year, and hopefully we get more water next year. So we'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.